Alright, so our adventure begins in the city of Baldur's Gate on the Sword Coast. For the past several days, the talk of the streets and taverns has all been about the so-called Death Curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received that miracle in the past. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain a curse that has affected the entire region and possibly the entire world. I guess I could stop this. Fargrim. Your wagon arrives at the entrance to a house. The half-elf you tasked bringing you stops the wagon and opens up the door to the carriage. You step out and see a multi-level house, Victorian style. The property is surrounded by half-height cobblestone walls and an iron gate blocking your path to the front door. The half-elf wishes you well as he hands you your pack and begins maneuvering his wagon around and departs. You approach the iron-wrought gate. Two guards step out from behind the walls, slightly startling you. You explain to them you are here answering the call made out for a brave adventurer. They open the gate, point you to the direction of the main door. You make your way up the stone steps and hear the gates behind you slam shut. You knock. The door opens on its own from the force of your knock. You walk in and see a sitting area with a grand staircase in front of you. The guard at the base of the staircase tells you to sit in the waiting room until the lady of the house is ready. You look around the sitting area and see 3 additional people sitting patiently. On the walls are multiple paintings of scenic locations, some you recognize and some you do not. The area is riddled with trinkets and knickknacks that seem to be out on display. You get the feeling that you're in the house of someone who has traveled all over the world. You sit down and look at the other 3 in the room. Introduce yourself, followed by the rest of you.
Well, all right then, laddies. Hello. Hi, my name is Fargrim. You might have heard of me. Grim the Bold? No? No? All right, well. How about Holder the Beholder Slayer, huh? That was me, right? No? Well, Grim of the 18th, maybe? No? All right, well, I'm a dwarf. As you can see, I'm the greatest dwarf you've ever seen, the boldest, the bravest, the strongest, obviously. Right. What do I look like? I'll just tell you what I look like here. I'm short, obviously, about 4'3". I'm stout, well muscled. I might have a little bit extra around the middle here. I've got a bald head with these dark rune tattoos across the top. Got a long crimson brown beard, 2 big braids. Ooh, look at those tiny. Coming right down to the bottom. I smell a little bit like ale. Alright, it's a lot bit like ale. Yeah, that's what I look like. That's me. Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. And you are? This one over here, he's sitting with his hat over his face. Hello? You awake? Right, I just introduced myself. Did you hear it? Are you awake there? Hi. Yeah, sorry about that.
Can't hear Sky at all.
Sky.
Oh, my mic was off.
Oh,
Okay.
I like much better. There we go.
I'm like, wait, can you guys hear what he's saying?
I thought he cast a deafness spell. That's like, oh, wait a minute there.
Okay,
Right.
Indiana Ford just woke up. He obviously did not hear your introduction and asked you for your name. Afterwards, he introduced himself as Indiana Ford. He's wearing a nice hat like this, and for the most part, looks a little bit unshaven. He's literally just woke up, and he's not fully understanding of where he is just yet, but he's coming back to. He's a human of about 6 foot and bluish green eyes and older. Next.
I'm Ryder, and I black hair. You notice I have like dark gray eyes. I look mostly human, but you notice my ears are kind of slightly pointed, um, but still mostly human traits. You notice I'm kind of uneasy around everyone else, and that's it.
All right. I just I'm sitting over there and just staring at all of y'all, just taking y'all in. Just kind of look at y'all. I'm a female tiefling. I'm have gold eyes and wavy hair that starts out as black and it turns gray and white as it flows down to mid back. I have black horns. I don't really care for people at all, honestly. I just don't really know why I'm particularly there, and I don't really know why I'm having to talk to y'all or listen to y'all.
Oh, she sounds like a southern tiefling. Oh, y'all.
All right.
Keep it up, dwarf.
All right.
So,
You've been, you,
oh,
unless you guys want to keep going, by all means, go for it.
might as well. So, why were you guys summoned here?
I have no idea.
Well, you see, it's a long story. Let's see. When I was about 80 years old, no, never mind. We'll get to that one in a little bit. I just woke up on a wagon. I'm gonna be honest with you. They brought me here. They said, "Hey, there's a job for you." I said, "Well, I'm your man. I'm Grim the Bold." So, ready to do whatever it needs to be
Fascinating.
doing.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why I was summoned here, but Sylvan here summoned me after I helped out of town, and I'm not really sure why she needs me just yet.
Who?
What'd you say that name was one more time?
Sylvan,
Syndra.
Syndra Sylvan,
Syndra?
Syndra Sylvan.
Yeah, I found a letter in my owners and my slave masters' belongings after I they had an unfortunate accident, I guess I could put it. Um, after I was cleaning up. And yeah, that name was there. So I decided to come here too. Does that name ring a bell to either of you two? Ryder and the wee little man?
What was the name again?
No, I was just here doing research for my own, and I overheard the conversation. And decided to. I heard some things about curses and death, and that sounded interesting to me. So
What
I
is
don't know anything
wrong
else.
with you? Curses and death being interesting. What in the hell?
I mean, it's interesting. There's a lot to learn from it.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Right, well, yeah, I've never heard the name before in my life.
Okay. You've been invited to the home of Syndra Sylvain. Syndra Silva. A retired adventurer and merchant. A uniformed guard leads you up the grand staircase to the 3rd floor. Yes, thank you, Sky. Then ushers you into a wood-paneled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly paneled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Racks, shelves, and cabinets hold hundreds more rolled up maps and charts. A person is seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You cannot discern a gender, because only the person's head emerges from under a heavy blanket draped over the chair, and an embroidered hood and silver mask conceal the wearer's face. Even the person's dry, raspy voice provides no clue. Help yourself to wine and seat yourselves, friends. I hope I may call you that. Rings out to your ears.
I grab wine, a bit of wine, and I pick up one of the maps just and open it up and take a look at it. Out of curiosity.
What's in the room? What?
Where? Like what kind? Like she has a lot of rolled up maps.
I'm just gonna grab
On
one that looks like
shelf.
an actual map. I'm not really caring which. I'm just grabbing one at random.
Like there's some up on the walls if you wanted to look at those.
I'll look at those then.
Okay. So there's pretty much framed maps of the Sword Coast and other various continents you're not familiar with.
Are there any books around?
She has a bookshelf next to her fireplace.
I'm gonna walk over to the bookshelf and start just kind of
Okay.
poking through them.
I am going to pick up as much. You said there was wine.
Yes,
Or-
there is goblets and bottles, plural, of wine.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up a bottle in each hand and go about my business.
Perfect.
Can I go sit in front of the person?
Sure. Sure.
All right.
Yeah, she's sitting in front of the fireplace. Kind of behind her chair is additional chairs laid out. She's expecting company.
Probably us.
Well,
Oh, no.
really. So thank you all for coming. I was an
Thank you.
adventurer and a merchant, and I need help.
Well, did you take an arrow to the knee?
Unfortunately, not. As you can tell, I've fallen very ill,
Right.
and I'm a former shell of myself. And, I'm afflicted with the death curse.
Oh, lassie.
I kind of like perk my head up at that and start listening.
I need help. I need adventurers. I need brave adventurers to help me figure out what this death curse is, and
Right. Right. Yeah. Right.
and I can reward you.
With what?
I've been all over, and I can reward you each a magical item if you can stop the death curse. I have a vault full of magical items.
You said you've been all over. Have you
Right.
experienced a lot of things in your time?
Yes, I
Ever
was actually killed transporting goods and paintings I found by bandits when I want to give them up. And I was raised back about 10 years ago. And over the course of the past week, my skin has started to deteriorate. My voice is gone. I wear this mask to hide what I look like. I've been to every cleric. They have no idea what this is or how to fix it. I have friends at the Harpers. I'm not sure if you've heard of them,
I
but they
have.
believe you have.
I heard that they tend to. Well, some people like to say they meddle, but I'm pretty sure that they're just trying to do the best for everyone. That's what
The
I've
pe-
heard, at least.
The people I've talked to in the Harpers have been great and very helpful. And my Harper contacts believe the curse is tied to an artifact called the Soul Monger. And they believe that the Soul Monger is located in a distant land named Chult.
Can I do a history check on the soulmonger?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll for me.
History or religion?
Let's do history.
10.
You have not heard of this specific artifact.
That means I rolled a 4. I have the worst rolls. Okay.
Because it rolls twice, right? And you pick the first one, and then if it's advantage, take the higher.
Correct.
And if it's disadvantage, lower.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
I just figured I rolled low.
So let's take one quick step back. Has Fargrim heard of the Death Curse? First off, where he's from? Is he in? Is the words Death Curse spread out enough that I know what the heck she's talking about, or they're talking about?
The Death Curse has been spreading to the mainland.
Okay.
It's becoming known all up and down the Sword Coast.
All right, so I've probably heard of it.
You've probably heard it in passing. You don't necessarily have any more details than that, just because it's so unknown and so new.
Second thing is, do I know where Cholt is?
Cholt is an island off of the main Sword Coast. So the only thing that you would know about Cholt is that it's a very remote, very isolated place, and not many people go there. That would probably apply to mostly all of you. None of you have extensive knowledge on the place, other than you might have heard it in passing, and it's based on its location. It's not like it's easy to get to, easy to stumble upon. It's not right off the coast. It's pretty far ways off.
That's where the soulmonger supposedly is?
That is what the rumors from the Harpers believe. It's tied to a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger, and I put both those in chat, just spelling.
Is it affecting other? Did you say the Death Curse was affecting other, like the entirety of the Sword Coast, or just?
Yep, everything. Everybody.
So race doesn't matter.
It's not been no. This curse doesn't. This curse only affects those who have been raised from the dead. In any capacity, at any time. You could have been raised from the dead 50 years ago, and you're starting to deteriorate and break down, and nobody seems to know why or what the exact cause is.
Sylvan.
Right. Yes.
Can you put us in contact with these Harper friends of yours?
I can do much better if you agree to help me for the magical items I promise in my vault. If you can stop this.
Yeah. All right, young lady. Listen, I've been around a long time. What kind of promise is like, oh, I've got all these magical items stored out in the vault? Like, can we get a little bit of like a proof, perhaps? I mean, I don't much like to risk certain death, and then I just chug back the whole rest of the wine over a promise. You know.
I understand your hesitation. I can give you each 50 gold pieces as a down payment to show my seriousness.
I'll take it. All right. I speak for the rest of us when I say let's go.
The wee drunk man does not speak for me.
50 gold pieces. Shh.
Congratulations. I'm not so much in for the money. I need a little bit more of something to risk my life for. What makes you any more worthy than all these other people that are dying for me to go risk my life on this journey for you?
I don't really know if I can Plead my case. I'm just an old retired adventurer and merchant looking to live a little bit longer. What do you want?
What do you want to do with your life that makes it worth? What can you tell me that you can do?
Well, very wealthy. If
Can
you
you
would,
do something good with your wealth?
if you'd rather take those 50 gold pieces, I could give them to somebody in need. Help somebody out.
Hello? Yeah, right over here. Yeah.
It's 50 gold pieces each, don't you worry.
Well, 50 gold pieces.
I can give it anywhere you'd like.
I'm more interested in information. I mean,
Okay.
obviously I'll take gold, but I'm more interested in you. If you're a traveled person, um, have you in your travels ever come across an Arcanoloth?
I've heard of them, and I heard they're nasty creatures. And I don't know if many or any are at Chult, but there's not much known about Chult geography-wise. Besides the first, the few miles along the coast are mapped out, and I have maps of Chult. They're not finished, but it's a start, and
May
I know that there are plenty of riches and places in Chult where you could possibly figure out and find out more information.
may I see a copy of one of those maps?
Absolutely. Well, these maps are very, very, very expensive.
All right,
Oh,
All right, I'm with the dwarf, and I sling back a goblet of wine.
right. Yeah, I'm in. I'm definitely in. But if we do this for you, how much pull do you have in like the community or the city? Like, would we become, I don't know, famous?
so
Perhaps?
I have a contact at Chult. Chult is run by 7 merchant princes, and I just so happen to be in very well with one of them. I saved his life a long while back, and he owes me. So when we get to Chult, I can arrange an introduction. He's
Oh,
one
you're
of
coming
the.
too then.
I'm gonna come and I'm gonna stay at his house, and I'm afraid I can't do much more than that. But I'll be there in the city with you, and in the region, and I'll provide what help I can. So far, all I have is a map that's partially complete, mostly a few miles in from the coastal region, which I'll give you if you agree to help me. And when you're ready to depart, I can teleport us all right into Chult.
Oh, wow, right.
I have a large degree of arcane magic at my disposal.
I do agree to help you. I would like to see this map so I can start preparing for what we might need.
Well, if
Fly-wise.
you agree to help, I'll be willing to show you and give you all a copy of the map.
Oh, well.
So will you come?
I'm in.
Well. I thought
Have
maybe
fun.
we were gonna meet a boat or something, but you're gonna take us right from here then, yeah?
Oh yeah, I have
Right,
a room across the hall.
right. Yeah. Okay, all right, yeah.
It'll be the blink of an eye.
I'm gonna drop the second bottle of wine.
And you, Fiend?
Sorry, what?
I was talking to. I have no idea how to pronounce her name, so I'm just calling her Fiend.
Syndra?
No,
Her name is
Adrestia.
Address.
Well, you said you had a nickname, right? Your
I
character
was
sheet.
gonna call her Fiend, which is she's a tiefling, isn't she?
You're gonna
Yeah.
call her a fiend?
Yeah, please
That's-
don't call me that. You can call me Audrey.
All right, Audrey then.
I just kind of scowl when he says fiend.
No,
I don't say it with any type of
you
coolness.
call
It's
me
just
like a
He's
Like-
calling you the D&D equivalent of vile woman.
That's what he was.
Right.
Well, she literally is a fiend. That's what a tiefling is.
I know. So, what do you say, Audrey?
I have nothing better to do as of now. I'm along for the ride.
Thank you all. All right. Add 50 gold pieces to all of your sheets, unless you want me to keep your 50 gold pieces and use them for some noble cause, whether it be an orphanage, a
I'm
church,
noble.
a temple.
I'm a cause.
Did she give us the map yet?
I am doing that right now.
I don't trust you right now, so I'm gonna take them.
Alrighty. So she reaches in her pouch, pays you each 50 gold. Get you guys this map real quick. I just gotta find.
Okay, so do I literally just add it myself?
Yep, right
Okay.
in your character.
You got the little sections for bronze, silver, gold, platinum.
Yeah.
Copper, silver, gold, platinum, not bronze.
Your handout.
How much would the map weigh approximately?
I mean it's a piece of parchment, so
Negligible?
what?
Negligible.
Oh yeah,
then?
you don't have to worry about it. All right, so give that layer. All right, do you guys see anything?
Yep.
I
Yep.
see a map.
Okay, I
Yes,
don't know if you guys can save this or if I could only show it to you.
Can
I
screen
get
capture
it.
No,
it.
saved
it's
it.
it's a handout. It saves it in our handouts.
Okay, so when I do show to you, it saves to your handout.
Okay, I'm not gonna save it on my computer then.
Okay. This is why I was asking about a printer. In case any of you guys wanted to physically map out this region, like on paper, you can print this map out and draw on it with a pencil or whatever. Completely up to you.
By the way, my character is a cartographer, so
Okay.
I'll probably just drawing on top of the map. My character would be.
Yeah, I mean, if pretty much you guys are going to be responsible for filling in that map. I will not be filling it in with anything. So as you come across parts, as you're traveling, it's all on you guys. That's why I was asking you if any of you wanted to print it out and keep track, and you could send a copy via email as we have sessions with information and points you guys find, etc., etc.
Pax,
We're
it's
never
your
gonna-
job.
I mean, I have
I can import that into GIS.
I have the full map, so I will reveal things as we're traveling, but just FYI, just heads up. All right. So, continuing on. Sindra is thrilled you agreed to help. She slowly gets up from the chair and makes her way past you into the room across the hall. You follow her in, blue flamed candles lining the room, arcane sigils along the walls. On the ground, you see a large summoning circle. She asks you to follow her into the room and stand within the circle. Once everyone is in, she tells you all to brace yourselves. She whispers under her breath and mask, speaking a language you don't recognize. Before you
sure?
know it, well, you can roll to see if you recognize it.
Because
What would that be?
I recognize quite a few languages.
You can roll a I would say probably
well, I mean, is it abyssal, common, infernal, or primordial?
Sylvian?
Sylvian.
Dwarvish?
No, it's not Dwarven.
If it's not abyssal, infernal, or primordial, then I don't understand it.
It's not.
Okay.
Those are some interesting languages.
Is it Sylvian?
Or elvish.
No. Nope.
Obviously. All right, then I don't understand it.
So before you know it, your vision goes black. Your stomach turns and nausea instantly sets in.
I vomit.
It is enough to
All
make
that
you
wasted
bend.
wine.
It is enough to make you bend over and try to reestablish your balance. Your sight returns, and you look around. See, you are in a tropical city under the blazing sun.
I'm
The
on one
familiar
beat. I'm still holding the wand by the way.
Perfect. Perfect. The familiar sound of the harbor, or of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestone, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songsy words that make it almost sound musical, which I will not be doing that voice. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru, which I will spell out.
Thank
Yep,
you.
I see it on the map.
Ah, very well, very well. Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, salmon pink, or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers, or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past you, squealing in delight, or in delighted terror, as a street performer costumed as a big-toothed lizard stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. You glance over and you see Syndra on the ground in the middle of all of you. She is on her hands and knees, panting heavily. Her mask is slightly disheveled, and you can see what looks like rotting skin above her eye.
I just putting the mask back on her and I help her up. Also, what was the name of the city we're in again?
It's in chat.
Port
Nyanzaru.
Port
Nyanzaru.
I just like kind of like look and try to like peek kind of like around her mask at her skin, like in a kind of in a
You see-
fascinated way.
Yep, you see just decayed, almost mummified looking skin. Patches of it. The first thing she does with the help of Indiana is reposition her mask on her face. She grabs her cane and slowly stands up. Apologies, friends. In my weakened state, I'm afraid that takes a lot more out of me than it used to. I'm gonna go head over to the merchant prince's house and rest and regather my strength. I'll be staying with him for the rest of this journey. She points to the east and you see a private villa. It has beautiful plastered walls adorned with bright murals, patios and arches decorated with fresh flowers, garden courtyards open to the sky, and enormous cisterns equipped with water wheels to power fountains, fans, and kinetic sculptures. I recommend you head over to either the Thundering Lizard, if you want a more rowdy place to stay, or Kaya's House of Repose for a more quality night's rest. Both are located by the Red Bazaar. Syndra points to the south. I wish you the best of luck. So many are. Syndra is interrupted by the yelling of a gentleman about 100 feet away, yelling her name. Over walks Wakanga Otamu.
Wakanda forever.
I know. I somehow wanted to incorporate that somewhere in this, but I didn't. Overwalks Wakanda Otamu. You see a tall, dark man wearing a gold turban. He has a beard that is separated into 3 long braids, decorated with gold jewelry. Each ear has 3 to 4 golden earrings, and he is wearing a long, light robe that is also gold in color. He walks over and hugs Syndra, asking how she is doing. Syndra, you have returned. Are these the adventurers you recruited to assist with our situation here? That's right, Wakanga. This is Fargrim, Ryder, Indiana, and Audrey. Wakanga bows, takes Audrey's hand, and kisses it ever so gently. The pleasure is all mine.
I've got to say, I like your presentation with the beard and the jewels. You look very fancy.
You too, little one.
Well, that's not right. All right, well.
I think it's because you're a dwarf.
Oh,
I
right, yeah. I forgot about
found
that.
it hilarious, honestly. I like you.
Thank you. So you're willing to help Syndra?
Absolutely, so far.
Oh, thank you very much. I am Wakanga. I am one of the 7 merchant princes who rules this entire city.
Oh, Your Highness. Well, nice to meet you then.
And
Um,
Syndra is a very important person.
Is she?
Right.
He. It. Sure.
She
Them.
is.
She?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, thank you.
is
Right, yeah.
is there a I don't mean to interrupt, but is there a library in town?
We have many temples that I can tell you where they are if you'd like.
Okay.
So, hold on. I'll tell you where they are. We have 3 temples in this city. The Temple of Savris, the Temple of Gond, and the Temple of Soon. And I'm so nice typing this out to you guys.
I'm gonna be gone soon, if you know what I'm saying. Whee!
No. Like you have to log off?
No.
Do you
Oh.
Gone soon.
Ah!
have I heard of any of these deities temples?
Wakanga goes into more detail, telling you that Savris is a deity of wizards, fortune tellers, diviners, and those who unfailingly speak the truth, regardless of if people want to listen to it. Gond is a deity that's worshipped by a lot of the artisans, craftspeople, smiths, kind of that type. And the Temple of Soon is is kind of worshipped by those who are incredibly shallow and obsessed with physical appearance and looks. Kind of like a beauty deity, tied to people with that one. So
Excellent.
those 3, I recommend Savris and Gond. Definitely have books upon books with the priests there.
Yes, shallow people probably don't read too often.
So those are located in the Merchants Ward, which is in the southern portion of Port Nyanzaru. It's a big city. I'm sure you'll spend a lot of time exploring all the facets of it.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for helping Syndra. New to the city. Have any of you been to Port Nyanzaru before?
I have not.
As you can tell, it is very hot.
Yeah. It's
And
awesome.
and try not to get too over encumbered. We average almost 100 degrees during the day, and at night we don't drop below 75 ish. It's very hot, dense, and it rains every day.
Great
Any-
weather. Thank you.
I was raised on the frozen tundras, so this is quite a change.
It's
we
really
we,
good
we,
for my armor.
we,
Thank
we
you.
have mists all the way up to torrential downpours.
Any advice for adventuring beyond the walls?
Yes, if you go beyond the walls, you must, or I highly recommend you take a guide with you. There are guides all over Port Nyanzaru who you can pay to help navigate you through the dense jungles.
what is their average prices?
One of the other merchant princes, Jobel, he is in charge of guides. All guides go through him. If there are guides that do not go through Jobel, just know punishment can happen to you and the guides. Actually, hold on. Pause real quick because I think I can show you guys something pretty cool. Sorry.
Jobin.
Jobel.
Dude, blue.
Uh,
Close on the spelling.
He's
Let
a
me
merchant
search.
prince.
Yes, Jobal is a merchant prince along with Wakanga forever.
What about the other merchant princes? What are they in charge of?
Are they pirates?
That is Wakanga.
Hey, Wakanga.
What's up, buddy?
So you met him, so I can show you. So throw that. So as you introduce or get introduced to people, I can. So if I show you that, it gets put into a character handout. You guys can keep accessing.
Correct.
Cool. Okay, I didn't know how that worked. So
It's under player handouts, named NPCs.
perfect. Okay, so I also recommend that you go and seek out Volo. He is a
Volo.
Volo. He knows. You could probably find him around inns, taverns. You'll know him if you see him. Volo Thamp is his full name. He will not leave the walls, but he knows everything that goes on in Port Nyanzaru, including guides, where to find guides, where to find Jobal. He knows it all. But do not ask him to leave these walls. He will not step foot. He is a coward.
Out of curiosity, this Volo,
Is that
what's
is
his
that
name?
a book by Volo?
Oh,
Interesting. That may be one of his books. He came here to sell books. So maybe that's one.
What was his name again?
His name is. I'll give you his full name.
Volo, Fomp, Vamp, Fomp,
Famp.
Vamp. I was getting there. Okay, or I was completely not
Oh,
there at
Volo
all.
Famp. Oh,
oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's 100% him. That's really cool. Anyway, continue.
Oh. See, I've done my research.
Yeah, you have.
Also, I would like to extend some thanks myself to you. Unfortunately, not in the form of monetary, but I have here a wizard's journal I found about 15 years ago out in the jungles, and
I reached my hand out for it. So I can sort of-
I would like to give it to you all. I don't know. I haven't looked much into it, but maybe you can find something with it.
that will
Well,
help.
you know, like a bunch of adventurers like us, we've been around a long time. We're kind of the bravest, the most, well equipped. I feel like there might be something else you might be able to give us, just a little extra. You're a prince and all.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, we're gonna need a lot of supplies, so it might be good to, give out a little bit of extra cash for the group. You
I
see,
guess.
I've rubbed elbows with the royalty in the past, the Duke of right. Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, I like you. Roll a persuasion check.
Does he hand me the book so I can start looking through it?
Wow, that's horrible.
And 11.
Wakanga, Wakanga, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
the wee little man. I think what he's trying to say is that we could do with some supplies. if we're going to be going out and adventuring, it doesn't particularly have to be money, but it is quite hot, and we are going to be needing things.
Sure.
Money is probably best because we can get what we need when we need it that way.
Sure. I understand. So as you're explaining to Wakanga, Sindra kind of leans over to him and whispers something in his ear, and Wakanga nods and he says, I see Sindra gave you each 50 gold pieces for this expedition. So what I can do is I will give you some more information that will help you survive the jungles of Port Nyanzaru.
Well, I
That's
don't
important.
believe so.
That's very important. I like that.
Okay. One moment, please.
While that's going on, Indiana, can I see the book? I have some knowledge of the arcane.
I may let me check to see if there's a handout to give you guys for the book real quick. Okay, so the water out in the jungle, none of it is fit to drink. None of it. I
That's
highly recommend you go into the shop and buy a rain catcher. The merchant prince, Akeni Afa, is in charge of goods like that. Now I'll give her that name for you guys.
We're getting a lot of big names here.
Mm-hmm. You got a lot more to go, brother. Also, traveling throughout the jungle is very slow and time consuming. I would recommend looking into a canoe to traverse what rivers you can.
in the unsafe water. Great.
You want me to carry a canoe through the jungle?
You don't have to. It's just
It travels in the water.
it's just some advice from someone who has lived here for a very long time and have traversed many of the jungle.
And if you haven't noticed, you're below our carrying height.
So at this point, Wakanga sees how tired and drained Sindra is. He excuses himself from the conversation to you guys, and heads over to the villa that Sindra pointed out to you guys as the place she'll be staying. And she'll be in this house anytime you need to stop by, talk to her, check in. You could find her at Wakanga's personal merchant prince villa. Now let me see about this. Let me see if there's a handout on journal. Real quick. So much. So as you get handed the journal, it's a tattered, water damaged explorer's journal that was brought out of the jungle 15 years ago. It describes a wizard's explorations in various places within Chult, but not in enough detail to locate them on a map. An unnamed author. However, it makes many mentions of his only traveling companion, a shield guardian named Vorn, Vorn. So, also before Wakanga leaves, he's gonna show you on your player map, where it was found. One minuto. Find that. Figure out how to show that to you guys. Alright. So I'll show you where it is on the map. But back to the journal. The journal also contains a picture of Vorn's control amulet, but provides no clues as to the current whereabouts.
What do you mean by control amulet?
It's an amulet that you see in the it's a picture drawn in the journal as you flip through the pages.
Do I know what a shield guardian is, or
Roll a history check.
I'll probably look at the same thing. So
You can either roll separately or one you can have advantage if you want to look at it together.
13?
So why don't you roll 2?
24.
13,
yeah,
24. Yeah, you recognize the amulet as something that you've seen within Harper allies that you've worked with, or Harper contacts that you've worked with, as they have various resources. You recognize it as a control amulet, and that's about it.
Does the book mention anything about what that control amulet did or was supposed to do?
Not in detail, but in talking to Harpers that control amulets usually involve some type of construct.
Out of curiosity, would this happen in that village that I saved? No, probably not. Never mind.
Where you've seen something like this before?
Yeah. That doesn't matter.
Nope.
Okay, so
Yeah. So I will mark where Vorn is, or where the journal was found on your guys' map. I'm just trying to figure out how. All right, I have an idea.
if you brought the picture onto the main, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so right now you guys should see your map.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's loading for me.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna
Come to the
ping.
land of ash and smoke.
So
Biga.
Right between those two things.
Oh.
where you see the ping originating from in the center.
Wait,
Yeah,
why are we
okay.
all pinging?
I don't know.
I'm just pinging to make
Sorry,
sure that
I'm just doing
I
it a
was
few times.
scrolling.
I'm just doing it a few times so it sinks in.
So
This is where the journal was found, in a place called Vorn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4
Let me
up.
know if you need me to ping it again.
Okay, the fifth one and then the 4. Gotcha. So it's the second one and the fifth.
This is why I was like, oh my god, these guys definitely need someone to like fill in this map.
Mark.
This is a big freaking place.
Okay, y'all are hitting different ones for epicenters.
Funny
Let
thing
me know.
is, my character's a cartographer, so he'll be wanting to map this area anyways.
Right there.
Okay.
Or actually, hold on one second. I can do this.
Save
Like
as
you can
chapter
like paint
2.
it. You see the little paintbrush?
Yep. You see that?
Yeah, so give me a sec. Okay.
I should probably change my color. But yeah, that's
3 over from
Yeah, I see you disabled us from being able to draw. Oh wait, maybe you didn't.
not intentionally.
Nope, never mind. It was just grayed out, so I thought it wasn't. That was.
Okay.
Cool.
What? Who's drawing orange all over the place?
That it would be Tet.
No.
Stupid drunk little dwarf.
Okay.
Did someone just move a dot?
Apparently,
Yes.
apparently I can move the dots.
Yeah, you sure can.
I didn't know that
Put
was
the
a
dots
thing.
back.
So I guess I can. I guess
When
I
it
can
was
mark
loading,
the
I
maps.
saw beneath the map.
I guess I can mark the
For a second.
maps for you guys. So, okay. So Wakanga walks away, with Syndra, and at this point, you notice that you are at you're at the harbor. So I'm going to give you all.
What time of day is it?
It's about noon at this. All right. So here is our great Port Nyanzaru.
Big.
Very big city. Very big city. I mean, you're talking probably 20,000 people live here.
It takes a couple of seconds
And
to
the-
go scroll across the map.
And the
Uh,
best way to get around is a canoe.
no. This is the main city.
Okay.
Oh,
To
This
get
is
around
the
the
main city.
continent.
What they're talking about is outside the confines of the city. On the other map you guys were looking.
Can you mark where we are?
Absolutely. You guys teleported in right here.
Uh,
Wakanga's villa is right here.
I'm assuming it's behind where all these pictures are on my screen. Is where you're.
yeah. You should
I put up
probably
an
move some
X
of
for
those.
the
You can zoom
we
out.
are and a.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. On the scroll wheel to the right of your screen, or like where you see the chat.
Okay, I
stuff,
see it. Yeah, I got
yeah,
it.
there's a zoom bar. I'd zoom far out, and then I can ping for you guys again.
I have marked it with an X.
Do you guys see anything on this map? Said
I scrolled over and found it. Luckily, you were.
I'm pretty
Wait.
sure this is. You guys should just see a blank map, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We don't see.
Yeah.
We don't see the GM layer.
Okay.
I did mark an
So-
X on the screen though.
Yeah. So the X is where you guys ported in. This is where Wakanga's villa is.
Well, it looks even bigger when you zoomed out.
yeah. It's a big zombie. So Gruff,
Yes.
the temples that he was explaining to you are down here. Well, here's one.
Okay.
Here's the temple of Soon on this island.
That's the
Yeah. Beauty.
beauty
That's
one.
the pretty peeps.
Yep.
Right here is the temple of Savras,
Okay.
and actually, right here is the temple of Gond.
Okay.
That's 4 you showed us then.
Yep, I'm sorry. The first one you can ignore. 1, 2, and I'm only showing you where these are because those 2 spots.
Out of curiosity, do the faceless men live on the Soon one?
Sure. I don't know what that means. Is that Game of Thrones?
Yeah, they had a little tower in the middle of the water too.
Pure coincidence. Unless you could be like pretty and
Use your
Um,
beauty to kill people.
okay. So at this point, it's about noon. Syndra told you there's 2 inns you can go to in the Red Bazaar,
Mhm.
and which is off the market ward. And right now, the city is your guys's. You can go do anything you want, check out anything you want, go anywhere you want. Just tell me where you want to walk around or go, and we'll go
All
from
right. Well, laddies and lass, the first thing that I'd like to do is find a way the hell out of here. Right? Right?
You mean out of the
No.
city?
Yeah. We could take the gold and go.
No.
It's only 50
no.
gold.
Right, but it's 50 gold.
N-
Let's get.
Okay.
There's likely certain death beyond these gates. Do you want to die? I don't want to die. I'd like to live. So maybe we could just,
I mean,
I knew there was a reason I didn't like you.
I'll give you a small glare and then ignore the dwarf.
we made them a deal. We should probably honor it.
Oh,
Okay, so we
Christ.
need to find more information, I'd say, first. Before we
I
do
agree.
I'm gonna just kind of start walking towards the Temple of Savras.
Okay.
I'm just kind of in my own head.
Sure.
I ask you where you're going.
To the temple with the wizards and the fortune tellers.
Yeah, I'll check out the Temple of Gond. I heard they have looks as well, and we'll have I'll see if they have any information that we could use.
I have no interest in either of those. I'm gonna go check out the tavern.
I'm gonna follow the horns.
We'll meet you there when we're done. How's that sound?
Okay. We can split up, no big deal.
It's in the town. It's the only reason why I feel safe splitting up.
I mean, you got some big walls around the town. I mean, this is not a city that you can tell that it's not like this town gets raided by outside threats. There are big walls sectioning off this town from the wilderness. So for the
And
most
from
part,
each other.
this is an urban town. You know, it's kind of no different than Baldur's Gate. Just it's a shit ton hotter. So it's just a giant capital city is the best way to think of it. Okay, so you two are heading towards the tavern. Do you know which one you want to head towards?
We're
Or
gonna go to the
Well,
Thundering Lizard in
right,
search
yeah,
of Bolathamp. Yeah, you don't get a say so, wee little man.
Right. Well. All right. Yeah.
okay, cool. So we got Ryder going up to the Savris. We got Deanna going towards Gon. Okay, so we'll start with you, Ryder. So, like I was saying, Savris is the deity of wizards, fortune tellers, diviners, and those who are unfailingly speak the truth, regardless of whether listeners want to hear it or not. As you approach the temple, you see a monstrous eye carved in stone above the entranceway. The Savris Temple, it's one of the oldest and grandiose buildings in the entirety of the city. It has a tilted roof with a great dome that also looks similar to that monstrous eye. You can tell that this is the symbol of this temple, this domed eye. So as you approach the city, or I'm sorry, as you approach the temple. Okay. So as you approach the temple, you see an older man, who's having a conversation with almost what it seems like they look like a dark robe figures. There's three of them with hoods, um, dark symbols up and down these robes as well, and they're having an argument from what you can tell as you approach. The three men are looking for somebody, and you catch the name Artis Simber. I'll put it down for you. The name doesn't necessarily ring a bell with you, but you take note of it nonetheless. And as you get closer, you hear that these three are kind of trying to shake down this older gentleman. They're asking for him to help them in their search for this man. By using spells. You can tell he's a priest. And you overhear that these people offer him 500 gold pieces in rubies, or 500 gold pieces worth of rubies to help them find this man through any means. And this man shoos them away. He wants nothing to do with them. And they finally leave. They don't cause a scene. There's no fight. But they're not happy. And as they walk by you, you can tell by the looks on their faces that they're not done with this by any. And and they'll probably be back, and in greater numbers. So as they leave, all you see is the priest standing up on the stairs at the temple, and that's it.
I walk up the stairs and just kind of in a joking manner say, they're kind of a surly bunch.
Yes, they are. Have you have you heard of the Zentarum?
I have not. I'm actually new to the town.
Oh, they are they're almost like a cultist group, and they they cause trouble around the city. I'm sorry. Um, my name is they call me Grandfather Zatembe. Around Port Nyanzaru.
Hello, grandfather. Zatembe. My
Kichu
my
Tembe
name
builds a fire.
is Ryder.
Nice to meet you, Ryder. Um, can I help you with anything, or
I, how long has the Zentarum been causing trouble for?
they've been around since the merchant princes took over, which was I don't know, it's about 10 years ago when the power shifted in this city from a noble family to the merchant princes,
Oh. Who?
and the Zentarum kind of followed followed into the city, and they have um they have a small gathering here out in the section of the city Mylar's Throat, which is a small section of city kind of beyond the wall, um, closer to the jungle.
You said the merchant princes took over 10 years ago.
Yes, yes.
Who ruled the city before them?
It was a noble family, or a series of noble families that ruled here, and the noble families were based in out of Baldur's Gate, and they kind of ruled the city from afar, and the people here just they didn't adhere to the rules and regulations that these families were implementing. So there was almost a coup, and it was led by the merchant princes to take over the city. And then once it happened, um, the noble families decided it just wasn't worth their time. And ever since then, the merchant princes have ruled the city with a council style, and it's actually we've been incredibly prosperous since then. They know business, they know trade. We've been exporting goods. We have ships coming and going. Um, the city hasn't been in a better place.
Interesting. I'm hoping you can help me. I've kind of two two things I'm looking for, unrelated to each other. The first, I'm wondering if you might have any either knowledge or books or someone that might know anything of fiends, specifically arcanoloths.
I there may be a couple books that I can find for you in the temple. Sure, sure. I'd
Um,
have to look, but I can definitely see what we have.
okay. And the second is I'm here to with some other people to assist apparently uh in this whole death curse thing that's afflicting people. Um,
Yes, I hear it's affecting people all over the world.
I'm wondering if you, being, are you, I mean, uh, do you have any information on the Soulmonger?
Soulmonger. I've heard the Soulmonger, but I I I believe from the Harpers they mentioned the Soulmonger has to do with the death curse, but I don't believe that has anything to do with Chol, to be honest with you.
Oh, I was briefly given information. I think that the Soulmonger might actually be in Chult.
Hmm. I mean, I can perform a small ritual to see if I can pull more information on it, but um I would need I would need a decent donation to my church here in order to perform said ritual
You're not a
to
Church of Tempest, so
to to help my people, and not only that, to pay for what I would need for the ritual.
what would the ritual cost? What kind of
It costs
donation?
about it costs about 25 gold pieces.
Oh,
That should cover a that would cover the ritual materials and um a good size of it going to the church to help, or the temple.
um, I spent my youth in a temple actually of Tempest, and I would be
Tempest.
happy to to donate so that you could perform the ritual.
Well, thank you very much. Um, go ahead and roll for me. Keep pulling up your guys' character sheets. Can't remember.
Yeah, I always kept one open.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Go ahead and roll. Roll a persuasion check. Probably the closest one I can get to.
13.
I'll tell you what. Since you were brought up in the priesthood and in the temples, I'll knock 5 gold off. So how about 20 gold pieces?
That is a fair deal.
Perfect. Come inside with me. So grandfather Tembe invites you into the temple. Nothing too spectacular. It's very gaudy. It has a lot of vines hanging down as you walking. 2 rows of pews, stone pillars, nice elegant statues up by the altar, and he lets you know that it's going to take 24 hours to complete this ritual. During to try and obtain some more information on the soulmonger and the death curse. Um, so he tells you to pretty much to come back in 24 hours. So it's about noon now, 12:30. Tells you to pretty much come back tomorrow, and he can reveal to you any information that you've been able to obtain as he consults the guides.
When I come back tomorrow, would it be possible to procure those books on the
Perfect,
Arcanoloth as well?
perfect. Yes, I will. I'll gather anything that I have on the Arcana Lofts and Fiend in general, and see what we have that I can let you use.
Thank you very much. I will return tomorrow.
Thank you. So he he takes some supplies out from the bottom of the altar into a gold bowl and just starts preparing.
All right, I'll leave and I'll go to back towards the tavern that they were heading to.
Okay. All right. Sir Indiana, you went to
Mordor.
the Temple of Gon,
Mordor.
right? That's when you wanted to. You didn't want to go to the fancy, pretty one in the middle of the water.
Yes,
Is your
that's
mic
gone.
muted?
Yes.
Perfect. So, as you approach Gond, which is this one right here,
Yep.
it's a boxy stone temple behind
It
the
was
royal docks.
crafting and what else?
It's popular with artisans, craft people, smiths, like ivory carvers. Kind of carve. It's mostly an artisan based deity. Um, this one has a giant fountain of water at the center of it, where with jets that are continually shooting water in amazing shapes, which is kind of mesmerizing to you to see. But it's you go there, and there's not a soul to be found. You can tell it's just an open temple that people can come and go as they please.
I head to the library section. You said that was in it.
No, not in the Temple of Gond.
That's what you implied earlier. So
I know. I meant Savras has the library. Sorry.
Okay, in that case, I would have gone with Ryder. In that case, I would have been looking for books on this island. Maybe adventure guides. Just basically, I wanted to get possibly an investigation check to find any books on what I could find here. If there's goblins here, what other
Okay.
forces I might have to run into.
Sure. Let's just say for the sake of that he wouldn't have grandfathers in Tembe wouldn't have let you walk around the temple on your own. But he's more than willing to look for those books in addition to the ones for Ryder.
Okay,
Tomorrow.
in that case, I'll figure that much that.
So
Ryder
island
knows.
books, adventurers, guides, things along that nature.
Yep, basically anything that will allow me to survive in the wilderness. What I might be facing, how to fight in that case, and if there's goblins in this area.
Okay. So goblins and down towards where Fargrim and Adre were headed. Right?
The tavern, yeah.
Tavern. Perfect. Okay. So as you two are walking, as Ryder and Indiana kind of went off on their own, you enter the market ward, and the market ward is it's huge. It makes up most of the city. You see a giant palace in the market ward. You see some more villas that are very similar to Wakanga's. You believe that these are other merchant princes' villas. There's 7. They're
Who
almost
occupies
like
the palace?
it-
Just out of curiosity, sorry.
no, you're fine. You don't know.
Okay.
What you do see as you walk by, see that the entrance is lined with statues, lush vines growing down the cobblestone walls. It has stained glass windows shining through. It's a very big and beautiful palace. But as you keep walking through, you eventually make your way to the Red Bazaar, which is it's lined with shops. Nobody really knows how it got its name. But you wanted to come upon the Thundering Lizard, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's correct.
So you get to the Thundering Lizard, and it's not built with cobblestone. It's mostly a wooden built structure. A lot of commotion, a lot of people in and out. It's a rowdy inn, to be sure. And you kind of hit it around some type of lunchtime break from the shops. So you go ahead and walk in, and you see kind of barkeeps behind the bar. A lot of patrons drinking, eating. There's about 20 tables, an open area when you first walk in. There's a bar along the right-hand side. There's a staircase going up on the left-hand side. You see a fireplace lit. You see a half-elf playing a lute. Just a generic rowdy tavern.
All right, well, I don't know about you, lass, but I need a drink. I'm going to go straight up to the bar.
I guess we'll start there.
All right. Let me unless you guys just know off the top of your head how much buying a drink costs. I'm assuming that's what you want to buy.
That I do.
So pretty much as you guys sit down, a barkeep comes up, takes your order, asks what you'd like.
An
No.
ale?
Oh,
What
you
do they
want it?
sell it here? A pint, a flask, a jar?
Hold on, let me just look up the costs for this stuff. 1 second. You think I would have wrote this down?
A flagon? What are the other? A keg?
Ooh, I like the sound of a keg.
A keg's bigger than you.
Right?
Oh, there we go. Food, drink, and lodging. Perfectly. Okay. So sorry. The barkeep comes up and doesn't recognize the look of you. Pretty much as what can I get you?
Horns, the teeth, or the tail?
So, lad, Fargrim's the name. This here is
N-
my assistant, Horns. We'd like a couple of drinks and a little bit more information. Say,
Perfect.
4 ales
Okay.
and a little bit more information. Quiet, lass. It's all right. It's all right. I'm looking for a man named Volo.
Bolo. Yeah, he's the loud guy in the corner.
All right.
Great.
All right, lass. I'll take the drinks. You go talk to him, eh?
Sounds fantastic. Anything to get away from you.
Perfect. Thank
So-
you. The 4 were for me, please. Thank you.
Perfect. So if you wanted mugs, it's gonna be 16 copper.
16 copper.
Fargrim's
So-
got them all.
So the barkeep kind of leans over to you and says, "You like to drink, huh?"
It's 10 to 10 to 10, right?
Well, according to this, it says ale, a gallon is 2 silver, mug is 4 copper. Oh, but yes, yes, I'm sorry.
The exchange.
The
10.
exchange rate is 10, 10, 10.
Okay.
I was like, damn, that's some expensive ale.
So 16 would make me 70. Nope, 84.
Better pull up a
None and none.
calculator.
Perfect.
Can I do something before you start talking, barkeep?
Yeah.
I reach over and swipe 2 glasses of your ale anyways before I head off
Like
to go talk to Bolo.
You're taking it from Fargrim or from me?
Yes, from Fargrim.
All right, let's make this a little fun. The man loves his alcohol. Let's do a dexterity check. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up your character sheet.
So do I do strength? Can I do strength instead?
Yes, she's gonna make a dexterity check, and you're gonna make a strength check.
Okay.
Because
Really, man?
I'm pretty sure that you are gonna be grabbing onto those pretty tight.
Okay, I opened up my character sheet.
So if you, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure you can just click the dexterity under your
So-
saving throws.
So for a check, you go to the left side where it has your actual values, and you click on the
Mhm.
title. If you're doing a
Ah.
saving throw, which this is not,
Yeah,
then you
because I don't
then you
need
click on the thing.
to. So I just hit dexterity.
You'll just click dexterity.
Oh man.
Wow.
Okay,
Good
so
help.
so
What
so
the?
you go. So it's red because you rolled
Crit
a
fail.
natural 1
What?
because in your
That's my
modifier.
first roll in my entire thing,
Your
and that's
very
what I.
first roll.
Very
is a
first roll is a critical fail.
So
That's amazing.
Is that not-
so you're gonna go reach
Hey, at
for
least
the
it's
drink.
this instead of something else.
You're gonna go reach for the drink, and Fargrim notices and goes to hold his cup, and you miss, and you hit the cup, and you spill one of his ales.
Oh, that's
Um,
that's just as good. I'm
out of
okay
the
with
cup.
that.
Lassie, you could have asked. Christ.
It's like that time at Wendy's. Or
Oh my
at,
God! At
Friendly's.
Friendly's. Yeah.
And the barkeep says, "No refunds."
I'm absolutely okay with that.
Oh my Timora's ass. Jeez.
But and the barkeep says, "You like to drink, huh?"
You're
To
darn
you,
right I
Fargrim.
do.
Have you ever heard of Tej?
I'm sorry.
It's a drink. It's a drink that's only found here.
Nope, I'd like 3. And I slide the 3 mugs of ale over to Horns here. And I'm like, load me up, lad.
Perfect. All right, let me find my.
I really hope it's an illegal drug or something.
Spice. Need spice.
Do you spice? Do you spice?
Can we roll actual dice from now on?
No, because you can cheat and we would never know.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not
He's
wrong.
right. That's why I did it as a GM, because I cheated the dice all the time.
That explains your
DMs
character too.
DMs are supposed to cheat the dice
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll be cheating.
because you
Alright.
don't want to like have a whole party get killed off of a one lucky dice roll.
All right,
Mhm.
And that-
so Tej is
Tej.
it's a local alcoholic drink. It's amber colored. It's a fermented drink made from honey. It's actually more common in Chult than beer or ale.
Alright.
So a mug of Tej will cost you 4 copper pieces.
All right, I'll take 3
Oh,
to replace my 3 that I just gave to this wee lass.
Perfect. It's not necessarily any stronger than ale, but it has a distinct honey flavored fermentation to it
All right.
that you either like or you don't like.
He hands them off, and I down the first 2 without even thinking about it, and I take the 3rd.
Perfect. Okay, so you're chilling at the bar.
Mm.
And you're gonna head over to Volo,
Oh,
Great.
right? Okay.
Yeah, with my critical fails.
At least you didn't shatter the glass.
Oops. Saving grace.
All right.
I'm gonna kind of follow behind her a little sneakily.
Sure.
Yeah. How do we GM whisper?
GM.
GM.
You could do
Slash-
/GM test. Hold on. Actually, I think it tells me. To whisper the GM, do /W space GM space message.
Okay.
Yeah, that's never going to happen with me. So if I need to talk to you, can you just have Hangouts open, please?
Oh, I do. I do. So I think all 3 of you sent me something.
I was testing.
Perfect. Okay, so you kind of head over to the corner where the barkeep pointed, and over there you see a short human, a little human man. Well, let me get up quick.
Hey.
Okay.
Ah! That was an accident. Disregard.
Flash.
Beauregard. Ah.
Just letting all of us know.
Yep.
Good to know.
I can make light.
I can make windows open.
Okay. So so you guys kind of head over to the corner. There you see a short man. I can show you what he looks like. Sitting at a table. He's got a couple mugs of ale and a stack of books. And he's actively trying to get people to buy his book from him. He's not having much success. He's definitely an outsider at Port Nyanzaru. And for the most part, he's kind of like a pest that people are ignoring. So, as you guys approach him, he says, "Friends, do you like books? Do you want a book? I have a book."
Love books. My friend over here doesn't know how to read. But I set
Friend.
the guy who's stealthily, unsuccessfully following behind me. I set
That
the
little gnome?
That one.
Oh. Okay.
Do you want one of these extra ales that I have here, since you seem not to be having much luck on your book sales?
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're
He takes it,
welcome.
drinks it down.
So we are here on some
Please
business.
Sit. Please sit.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
It'll make me look like I'm busy and I'm selling books.
It will. Here, you want me to open one?
Yes, please.
Ah, good. Okay. So, do you know a man named Wakanga?
Oh, of course. He's a merchant
Yeah.
prince. He rules the city.
Yeah, he does. So he sent us over in search of you and told us that you pretty much know everything about Port Nyazaru, or
What a heck of a
wherever I
guy.
am.
You want to buy a book?
Not
Hi,
right
hello,
this
hi.
second.
I'm going to speak for just a moment. My name's Rundor Knackle. Hello.
Hello, little.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you. You've been my hero for ages.
Do you want to
Oh,
buy a book?
I do. How much do they cost? I don't have
50
all that
gold
much money.
pieces.
But what?
50 gold pieces. And I'll even sign it.
Ah,
45 gold pieces and I'll sign it.
oh
Please buy a
boy.
book.
As you can see, I'm a little bit of a younger fellow. I don't carry all that much money on me. From I'm nauseous. Okay, sorry. 45 gold's a lot of gold. What about 4 gold?
Oh, what if you and your girlfriend split it? There, 20 gold each.
Yeah,
What do you
well,
think? And I'll sign it.
she's not my girlfriend. She's my
It looks like a couple here. I can see it.
she's my nanny. That was rude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But
I'm not as old as I look. Sorry. So anyway, what about 20 gold? Wait, what's the book about?
It's a book about monsters.
Oh, I love that book. That's my favorite book. I read it in the library once.
It'll tell you anything you need to know about monsters anywhere.
I really want that. Can we do 15 gold?
anything we need to know about monsters anywhere?
Well, any that you encounter that are in my book.
When
Th-
do
You-
I
Obviously,
get
that are in
back
your book.
into the?
Where did you get the information for this book?
This book
So
is making me
as you
curious.
guys are in the middle of this riveting conversation, Ryder and Indiana walk in, and I mean it's not that big of a room. You can see your companion. Well, you see Audrey sitting with a little gnome talking to this guy in the corner.
Did we leave her with a gnome?
Hi,
thought
sorry
Fargrim
friends,
was
we've
a
never
dwarf.
met. My name's Rundor Knackle.
Hello.
Stick my hand up. Hey there, hi. I met your friend here. We were just gonna try and do a little bit of swindling. Don't tell this guy over here. To try and get one of those books. It's one of the.
You have more friends. Do you want to buy a book?
What kind of
Yes,
book?
hello. These are also our friends. We know each other from
You all know each other?
before. Yes, that's correct.
Perfect.
Oh
10
my
gold
god,
each.
he
You have a
talks so
book.
much. Ryder,
What kind of book?
Volo here says this book can tell us about monsters. Any
Tell you about
monsters that
monsters.
obviously that
Are-
he
Are
has
there
encountered.
Fiends? Are there fiends in the book?
Volo?
Are there
Maybe
fiends?
there are.
No.
Volo,
Answer
I'm going to be honest with you, my friend. You are my idol. I know you're a genius. Don't swindle with us. Come on.
Okay. I can shoot straight. 35 gold pieces and an autograph.
Volo, you might sell this book if you can answer these questions.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Are there fiends in the book?
Yes.
I just throw down 35 gold and buy it.
Woohoo! So Volo grabs a quill, dips it in ink, super excited that ink kind of spills all over, and signs his name on the book, closes it, hands it to you.
Well, that became a lot easier than I expected.
And start reading the book.
Okay.
Fargrim, you
do you
are the
have-
most annoying person on the face of this
Do
planet.
you
and
have Volo's
completely not
Guide to
useful.
Monsters? Because that's what you just bought.
I do
In-game.
actually have that.
Yes.
So
That could be useful though.
yep. So here's the benefit of owning this book. It's kind of like Inception. So anytime you want to know something about a particular monster that's
Yep.
described in the book, you can pull one piece of useful information out of the book, to have your character know game.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. I don't have the book, which would probably be incredibly helpful. So I could give you guys the tidbit.
They're all pulling the book up themselves.
But
It's actually a really fun book because the whole first chapter, which has like the different monsters and stuff, is written from the perspective of like the dude.
Are we taking a nerd break from the nerd game?
we can take a break.
No. no. That's,
Oh
that's
yeah, we could have a sidebar.
But anyway,
There's so many monsters in here.
yeah,
There
it's
are.
huge. It's huge.
I'm just
So,
like flipping through pages, like looking.
So you now have Volo's guide to monsters in real life in D&D
Awesome.
with an autograph.
Oh. And
Does this
so-
only apply for the bonus? Only apply for the person owning the book?
I mean, as a collective
Fuck
party.
you, it's my
I
book.
mean, I guess as long as he's with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
can
could
do it.
could consult if Ryder's gonna hold on to it. You'd have to consult him with if he's gonna hold on.
I was asking Ford, not Ford, Volo, to see a book so I can actually take a look through it and see if it's actually worth buying for my character.
I don't know, friend. Been swindled before. What do you want? What do you want to know? And I'll tell you if it's the book.
I just want to re-glance to see if the information is usable for myself.
I just like shout out, "Ooh, beholders!" and I just keep going.
I mean, I think your friend just bought a book. Maybe you could ask him.
Ryder, can I see the book for sent?
Oh, I'm not done looking at the book though.
Never mind then. I'm just not gonna purchase, I guess.
A friend. I mean, come on, help me out. All right, he'll actually make a
My character is planning on buying it if he finds the book useful. He's an investigation check through the book and to see if he finds.
Yeah, he'll toss you the book and he'll and go ahead and make yeah, do an investigation check real quick through the book.
I'm not really sure what that means in this case.
A 6. Well, let's just say you look through the book really quick. You don't get through a lot of it before Volo kind of snatches it back from you. That's enough. Can't have you read my whole book without buying it.
I only go open up to like one random page in the middle just to see what the information was set up.
That's a page more than Ryder saw.
Okay, well, let me take a look at this book and see if I would have bought it with that one little
You
thing.
sack of shit.
I buy it. I figured to see how my character would write it. If it was like a book that was just a bunch of random scribbling with no information.
45 gold pieces. Please.
Oh,
That price went up.
Yeah. I was swindled down by Fargrim, but 45 gold pieces
You were swindled down by Rundar.
by Rundar.
Tit, you read the 3 Drizzt books, right? The Homeland, Sojourn, Exile. Do you remember the little fucking quickling?
Yes,
Yeah.
the one that gets like crunched or whatever.
Yeah, they have quicklings in here.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that.
I hold 35 gold and say 35 gold going once,
40 in an autograph.
going
Volo.
twice.
2 books. You've sold nothing.
35
many
in an
days?
autograph.
Fine, I'll take the autograph too.
Deal. Takes out his pen. Here you go, friend.
Hey, Volo.
Yes.
Wakanga also said that you were that you also knew a lot about the city and that you also knew a lot of guides.
Oh, absolutely. You need a guide if you want to live in Cholt.
Right. We need some guides that maybe know something about a thing called the Soulmonger. Know anything about it?
Doesn't ring a bell to me, but I
Actually-
can get you guides.
I perk
yeah.
my head up and say, actually, wait till tomorrow on that because I've got someone performing a ritual for us for the Soulmonger.
Fantastic magic people. Volo, speak.
Ooh, I like her. Yes, if you need a guide, I can get you a guide. I won't even charge you anything since you bought 2 books.
No, I didn't buy a thing, but I bought you them.
Don't we have to
But-
go through trying Jobel for the guide?
Oh, yes. The guides I show you go through Jobel. You don't want to not go through Jobel. You'll lose your head.
But I want guides who can tell me something, or can know something, or know somebody who knows somebody that can get me information about the soulmonger. Can you find me those type of guides?
Absolutely. So Volo takes out a book out of his pack, and he's got various sheets of paper on it that he kind of scatters out and shows to you guys. And here is what you guys are going to see.
Oh, these are all the different guys?
Yep. This is all the information that Volo has on guides.
Oh, that's a lot.
All right.
Oh, those two cat people, I like them. I also like that dwarfy looking one.
So here's, and he lays out the papers. Here's all the guides that I know of, Hort, Nye, and Zaru. There is a sketchy group in this list, though. We gotta be careful. The River Mist, Flask of Wine. But be careful with them. But
Are
the
these-
rest,
Are these all go through the Merchant Prince?
all of them, but River Mist, Flask of Wine.
Hmm.
All of them go through Jobel except for those, right? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Here's
Fern
all the
Flask
guides
and
that I have.
Flask. Oh my god, that's great.
So what you can do, you can take these sheets. You can come back to me if you want. You can look around the city. You can find them, or go from there.
I like these river mist and flask of wine, fellas.
You just like that it says flask of wine.
No, did you read it?
I'm
Did
sorry,
you-
you can read?
Did
I
you
thought we
read
discussed.
how much money I
Oh.
want? A 30-day advance? Oh no,
All of them want
they
that.
don't want a 30-day advance. They want
Yeah, but
4
the-
gold a day.
Yeah, these guys will even do it for free. But anyway,
Jobel want.
get back in character. Stop that.
Volo,
Yes.
in your monster finding, how did you discover all of these monsters?
Well, as you can see, I've been part of a lot of expeditions, going a lot of different places.
I heard you don't like to leave the city.
Well, not into Chult. No. These monsters aren't from Chult.
Have you ever come across an Arcanoloth? Or any Yugoloths?
This motherfucker got all hard dick about Arcanoloths.
I don't even know if Arcanoloths are in that book. I'm gonna be straight with you.
They're not. That's why I'm asking.
All right. Then no. It's not in the book. I haven't explored it.
Is there anyone else here that has explored as much or more than you have
Of Chult or in general.
in general?
Is there a reason you keep wanting to
Volo's
know
the
about
best.
these things?
My business is my own.
Volo's the best. Volo's explored it all, except what you need.
All right.
Apparently, we're on a need to know basis.
So I'm assuming you guys can read through those handouts if you want, real quick. As they're laid out on the table, and Volo's just gonna sit there and just smile, kind of stare at you like a creeper.
All right, so I'm gonna then turn to Audrey here. Say, hey, sorry to jump up on you like that. I know we haven't been introduced. My name's Rundor Knackle.
Go away.
Oh, all right. I saw you sitting there with your dwarf friend. I was just curious if maybe you were
When did we
looking
get
for a
along?
companion. You looked extremely intimidating, and I really wanted one of these books, but then your friend there bought one, so you know, maybe I could read it. I helped you get the price down, right? Yeah. No, I think I did. No, I definitely did.
1, you are the
Very
dwarf.
confused.
2, you know him.
Hold on. You don't know the dwarf.
We don't know the dwarf.
You don't know that I'm the dwarf.
So
I don't know that you're the dwarf.
No, I'm a gnome.
He looks like a gnome to us.
Yep, he looks like a gnome to
Oh.
you.
So like your character has no idea that it's him.
I thought he was
All
just
you
like
know
the
is there's
little
this little
changeling of
annoying
some sort.
gnome.
Because
And-
can't I look and see that the dwarf isn't there anymore?
Sure.
Make an investigation check,
You should
Oh crap!
or actually make a
should probably have to do like
probably perception check.
yeah.
Oh, I don't want to do that either. Okay, so is that a?
You just click
Can
on
I
So-
perception.
Yeah, you'll just click on the perception.
How
button
about I
that
click
you're
on
supposed to.
wisdom?
Well, perception uses your wisdom modifier.
It will, yeah, it'll use your wisdom.
Did that work?
Nope.
If you click it, it should roll in the chat.
Well, okay, there. It just took a while. Sorry.
A 7. You look over, and the bar is just packed with people.
You. Fuck you, little dwarf.
When did we get a gnome? Who are you?
Hey, sorry to jump on your party here. Name's Rundor Knackle.
Hi, Rindor.
You are?
I'm Adrestia.
Address. Hey.
Call me Audrey.
Hi, Audrey. That's
Why
much better.
y'all have
Thank
such
you.
issues with this?
Ooh.
Can
Small
I help
tongue.
you?
Have you
Yeah,
guys
I
seen the
was-
dinosaur races?
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
You have
Volo, you are my idol.
what's a dinosaur?
But there's dinosaurs here?
Yeah. So Volo, behind him is the closed cabinet of a kind of like shutters. He opens them up, and outside you see a triceratops pulling apart down the street. You
I love
start to notice that dinosaurs are used as beasts of burden and throughout the city.
There's dinosaurs?
There are dinosaurs. The dinosaur races are the best. The whole town goes. It's so exciting.
I kind
that-
of want to go.
When,
wanna
when
go
is
see a
the
dinosaur
next
race.
I believe the next race is 7 p.m. right before dusk.
So we have like
6
I
hours.
would say at
6
this time.
hours?
I would say at this time it's probably 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Okay, so 5 hours ish.
Yeah, it's exciting. The whole town goes to see. Right.
I'm game. I want to see dinosaurs race.
No way.
No
Yeah,
way that I want
there's-
to.
I don't know if you guys like it, but also gamble on the race.
That's not really my deal. I've
Oh,
been
that's
bet on
okay.
enough times that I don't bet on things. But
Did you at least
I'd like to see the races.
Races are the best.
This sounds like a lot of fun. I'm very interested. We're doing it.
Does anyone what was your name again?
Yes, the name's Rundor Knackle. Nice to meet you.
Um
All right, we're not into shaking
It's-
hands. That's fine.
oh,
You and I, we're best friends now. I met you here. No, you're my nanny. Never mind. Sorry. Silly mistake. This is my nanny, Volo.
Did
Don't
you
get
adopt a gnome
Guys,
while we
little
were gone?
where's the annoying? I mean, this guy's even worse than the dwarf. Where's the dwarf? I want the
What
dwarf back.
Who's the dwarf?
I don't know. Is he at the bar?
No,
Dwarves drink? Is he on the floor because he drank too much?
at least the dwarf didn't call me his nanny.
Nice.
Okay,
It's
well,
better
I just
than
finished looking
nurse.
through these guys. I'm looking at Eku and Zaka pages right now.
Gesundheit. Want to explain that?
I just point out the two I'm choosing. I can't pronounce them.
Oh, back to our guides. Yeah, got you.
Eku and Azaka. The only problem with those.
Wait, we're only allowed to do 2?
No,
No.
wait, I'm confused.
No, that's the one
I'm
looking
sorry.
at.
You're looking for the guides for the jungle.
The
Oh,
problem
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
was.
sorry. I thought you were
yeah,
looking through the
see?
Volo book.
I would see. That's why I said Gesundhaus.
I've been
I-
I've been ignoring this conversation going on while I've been reading this. This is my character.
I was like, God damn, I really got to get this book because I have no idea what he's talking about.
They want they want 150 gold up front.
where does it say 150?
They want a 30-day payment up front.
They all
I'm
do.
going with River
all
Mist
do
and
that.
Flask of Wine.
So, from what you've told us, I'm pretty sure that the most knowledgeable and expert of the guides is going to be Hugh Hackenstone. He's a dwarf. Dwarfs are incredibly intelligent creatures. They have the best memory. They're the bravest, the strongest. Definitely the best race of all of them. I wish I was a dwarf sometimes. Silly, you can see I'm a gnome. Why would I want to be a dwarf? But anyway, so my vote for us, for our group, because we're all in a group together, we're the best, is Hugh Hackenstone. He's very, very,
I'm
very
looking at
knowledgeable, I
the
can tell.
gnome. I'm like,
Is
who
anyone
are
else?
you to invite yourself?
Hi
Well,
there, Rundor Knackle. Nice to meet you.
I'm just
Someone-
looking at you and glaring at you.
Can
No,
s-
nobody, none of you guys shake hands. I'm pretty sure that. Okay, well, anyways,
Can I just kill it?
No.
I mean, you can if you want to. Do you want to start like a bar fight? Do you want to throw fists?
No. Can I
feel-
just throw it across the room?
You can
I'm
throw
gonna.
it.
I
Strength
just
check.
kind of get up and I'm gonna go to the counter to try and find the dwarf and get something to drink.
how about if I don't throw it across the room? Can I just pick it up and move it to another table?
okay, guys. Well, obviously you're not in the mood. Tell you what, I'm just gonna stick over in the table on the outside corner of the building there. What you can do is you can just come find me before you guys go out, or I'll just follow you. Either way, so
You seem to be good at that.
this will be good. Yeah, no, I'll be right there. You just seem like interesting people, and I'd like to get to do what you guys are doing. So that'll be fun. All right, thanks. I will catch you guys on the flip side. That's what they say here in Chult. Catch you on the flip side. So, okay. Bye then.
What a strange little child.
How did you
Was
meet
it-
him?
And I like skitter off into the crowd.
I just shake my head.
I'm
and go
keeping
up
an
to
eye
the-
on him
to the-
somewhat.
to the counter to get a drink.
You're gonna try and keep an eye on where he goes.
Yeah.
All right, make a.
I'm also
perception-
checking my coin purse right now to make sure he didn't take anything.
Make a perception check with disadvantage. Keep an eye on him, just because it's packed in here right now.
I figured as much. I'm not going to be doing good on this one, by the way, so I'm pretty sure he's going to escape my view. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, he joins the large crowd of people, and you lose him.
Yep. I'm checking my coin purse, make sure he didn't take anything.
Okay. Go ahead and
I basically just counted it out and put it back in.
yeah. Actually, if you want to count it out, put it back in. Same as you remember.
Yep.
10 copper is 1 silver.
Yep, in tens.
10 silver.
10 silver is 1 gold.
1 gold.
Penny, dime, dollar.
We're not gonna do
No.
the
The EP, hate EP.
the EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing EP,
Platinum
and
you
we
might
will do platinum.
Yeah.
Platinum's 100, right?
Platinum
Or
is
it
up.
10?
You said
10
how much-
gold.
It's 10. It's 10 all the way up.
How much
Basically, it's
for? I got
penny,
to the bartender.
Dime, 50-cent
Okay.
piece.
How much? How much for a red wine?
So wine, fancy taste. Well, do you want a bottle, a pitcher?
Yes.
As he's sitting there, I slide an ale down. I'm like, "Oi, lad, I've missed you." Oh, sorry, excuse me. Where have y'all been?
I kind of sniff the ale. Oh.
It's that Tej stuff, not
It's
ale.
Tej.
It's that like fermented honey.
It's like the surge of port nines are.
Smell. Have you been drinking out of this? It smells like dwarf.
Well, yeah. I just filled the same glass.
I slide it back down and ask for the wine.
So
Suit
the
yourself.
barkeep looks under, pulls out a bottle of wine covered in dust, and he kind of cleans it off.
Vintage.
Pulls out a mug and pours it. It'll cost you 1 silver.
Oh, fancy tastes.
Damn. I just pull the cork out and was it 1 silver piece for the bottle or?
No, if you want the bottle, that would cost you 5.
Oh, okay. No, just the glass. That's fine.
Yeah, we don't. People don't drink wine a lot around here.
Nope. I can see that. Might
Yeah.
fail.
I'm talking to Audrey right now, but Audrey,
Go for it.
which of these do you think is best? I'm currently leaning towards Azuka and Eku.
First, I was going with looking at Eku because I looked at the where was it at? The evil imposters who seek to blind you with promises of gold, and then the rid the jungle of evil, and that one I liked. But honestly, I'm looking at River Mist and Flask of Wine's handout because why
They
does
don't work for
everything
Jobel.
Nah,
We can lose our heads.
why?
That's against the law here.
Are you guys
I
still sitting at
understand.
Bolo's table?
I'm at
I'm
the
still at
bar.
Bowl's
Talking.
table.
Yeah, I know you two are at the bar, but you two are talking about this at the table in Volo's presence.
Yep.
Here's my thing.
He
Why
just
does
shakes
everything
his
have to go through Jobel? Why is
I'm-
he so controlling over?
He rules the guides of the city. It's his business.
Yeah, but that just seems. I mean,
Well,
But
first of all, it's against the
severe
law.
punishment.
Mm-hmm. They'll throw you
That
in
just-
executioner's row. Ooh.
Yeah, just for getting somebody else for a
Mhm.
guide outside
Yeah.
of the walls of the city where he doesn't rule.
Well. Those guides I showed you, they live in Port Nyanzaru, so they're through here. But you're right; they will follow you outside, traverse the jungles with you. But he takes a cut from what their pay is.
It just doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense that he would kill you for employing somebody outside the walls of the city to guide you outside the walls of the city.
Yeah, I mean that's just the way it works.
That's
You
the
want a
law
guide?
here.
You go through Joe Ball.
It's their culture. We cannot question their culture in this case. If we break the law, it'll be our heads in this case. Do you really want to get back at the one guy who controls 7th of the city?
I'm not getting back at anybody.
So that's the only point of doing it just for those guys. We're looking at these people, and we have to judge them by what they've written, so to speak. I would probably prefer the ones that would meet this culture's demand. No need to look for trouble.
Or is Jobal trouble himself? Are all the merchant
Yes.
princes trouble themselves? They said they took over and it could.
I don't want to be part of this conversation, so Volo packs up. Thank you for your business.
Is he-
Maybe I'll
is
see
he
you at the
taking the-
dinosaur races.
Volo, what do you know?
No, I don't want to be talking bad
Volo.
about the merchant princes. Nope.
Volo, come here, Volo.
Gets up, marches off.
Volo.
Did he take the parchments?
Yeah. Well, no. The handouts he kept it.
Okay.
He took all of his.
Can
of
I
books.
keep him there?
You gonna try to
could
grapple him?
Physically restrain him if you want to.
Can I?
You can do anything you want.
Yeah.
So
I need to-
as he's making his get up to walk away, you want to grab him?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Let's see if I can.
Go
Strength
ahead. Make a strength check.
Aren't I dexterity? Can't we do that?
Well, it's not. A lot of
Typically-
times you can swap out the two, but in this case, if you're going to try and grapple him to hold him,
It's strength.
Strength, yeah.
Well, let's see. Oh my god, don't take that long. Boom. I
What?
win.
You rolled a 20. Well, hold on. Volo. Volo. Okay. You grapple him with ease.
I think I hold him down with 2 fingers.
Please, I don't want anyone to hear that we're talking bad about the princes. I don't want to go to Executioner's Row. Please,
We can go somewhere more quiet if you want.
You can't talk bad about them. They rule the city.
You
Really?
can't talk bad about them.
I don't want to be talking bad about the princes.
Oh,
You hear that, everyone? I'm not talking bad about the princes. I love the princes. They're my favorite.
I'm
Volo.
backing away from this.
Volo.
Some people are starting to look over at Volo's commotion.
Right, because Volo's an idiot. Okay, I have like persuasion, don't I? Ah, I do. I have charisma.
Well, I mean, you haven't said anything yet.
Right,
You just said Volo,
right. Hey, Volo.
and he's
I
trying to
think you
struggle,
seem
but
a little scared, don't you?
yeah. Have you seen Executioner's Row? Do you see what they do to people?
No. Do you want to see me? Do you want to take me?
No.
Can you tell me where it is?
It's in the old city.
It's in the old city. Where's the old city?
Mhm. It's southwest.
That's a great general direction. You want to give me a little bit more than that?
It's in the go to the southwest, and you go through a gate, and you go outside the walls, and it's part of the old city, and that's where they take criminals. And I don't want to be a criminal, so
So can you answer me one more question and I'll let you go?
yes.
So you're considered a criminal and taken to Executioner's Row only if you just speak bad about the merchants?
I'd rather not take a risk.
Can you just like blink twice if it's a yes?
I've seen people run Executioner's Row for less.
Okay. Thank you, Volo.
Squirms away and goes through and exits.
Mm-hmm. All right. So all of these, so the other two are at the bar and Indiana's scurried off because he's a coward?
Yep, exactly.
Great! I'm in a party full of pansies and drunkards. Did you come up from your bottle of wine?
I say, you know, I've traveled to a lot of towns, a lot of cities, a lot of places in my research, and the one thing I found is it's best to abide by local customs if you don't want to stand out and if you want to not get thrown in jail. Some places are just they are the way they are, and you can't change them.
That is what I was born to do.
Well, you might want to focus first on the fact that we're here for something else, not to, die by insulting someone that we shouldn't insult.
I didn't insult anyone. I asked questions.
I'm just saying. Every place has their different customs.
That's fine.
And then I just go back to drinking my wine.
That seems to be what this party's good at. Is Fargrim even alive?
Oh, lassie, here I am. Where you been?
Me?
Aye, you horns. Where you been?
I just say
Right.
fiend.
Okay, we need to decide on this guide. My vote is for the ones that do not work for the 7 merchant princes. Apparently my vote doesn't matter, even though I am the only that... Whatever.
As much as I said I'd like to not ruffle feathers, I kind of agree, mostly because we can't afford one of the better guides. Unless someone has 150 gold lying around
What's
in their
this then
pockets.
about guides?
Oh yeah, we didn't have him. We had that ridiculous little gnome.
What now?
That we need a guide to,
Your mic's
to
muted.
show us.
Ah, crap.
Oh, me?
No,
Not yours.
No, it's not.
No, Sky's.
Oh.
I saw him doing
Sky
this and
muted.
talking.
My headset turns off if it's not being used
Ah.
actively for some reason.
You should talk more.
We need a
I'm
we
Yeah.
need to
kidding.
hire a
I'm kidding.
guide to show us around.
I hand
Oh, right.
Stella does handout to Audria. According to this person's handout, those two owe money to the Zenturum.
Why don't we go with
The
Salida?
Mafia.
She seems like she knows her stuff. I mean, based on the handout, it's only 5 gold per day. We can make Fargrim pay for it since he missed the whole thing.
For which one? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Salida.
No, I don't want to take Salida. I don't really trust her exactly.
I mean, I don't trust any of them, but
Out of the ones I've seen, Eku and Nizaka seems to be the best.
we can't afford them. Do
They're
you
the
have
same
100?
price.
Do you have 150 gold?
We're going to be paying 1 gold each.
No, they're 150 gold. They want a 30-day payment up front. That's
All of
5.
them except for one does.
No, all of them
Right.
except for River Mist and Salida.
You mean exactly the ones who
Two of them-
don't work for Jobel.
So the only ones we can afford are the ones that don't work for Jobel.
No, we can afford.
Lads,
We do. Here, you said something about meeting with someone tomorrow,
Unless-
right?
Yes, I am meeting with grandfather Zatembe. Grandfather
Zatembe.
Zatembe.
Zatembe?
Tomorrow.
For what?
He is performing a ritual to see if he can divine any information on the Soulmonger. It takes.
So here's
24
what we do.
hours.
We wait these 24 hours. We go with you to your voodoo mumbo jumbo.
I think it's. Actually, I don't
And
think it's voodoo.
that's fine, whatever. And after that, we hire River Mist and flask of wine. What is it?
Or Salida. I mean, again.
all right, lads, listen up.
And
Here's
then we hightail it out of the city. We have 24 hours in which to find out everything that we need to do in this city,
And we can't
and
come
then we
back
get out.
if it goes wrong.
I mean.
I'm pretty sure we'll be welcomed back if we find this stupid artifact that's supposed to have something to do with
it's
this.
true. If we save the city, they probably won't care.
Yeah,
Right,
but no
so-
guarantee that we will.
No.
Here's the
There's
deal.
no guarantee either way.
Fargrim.
Here's the
what-
deal, guys. If it's money you're after, we've got plenty, and if we don't, trust me, I can get it. The problem with River Mist and Flask of Wine, though I love his name, is that they supposedly owe money to the Zentarim. If
I
that's
agree.
the case,
And
and
actually,
we
like,
hire
yeah,
them,
I
we're on the hook, and then the Zentarim come after him, us.
I did run into the Zentarum when I went to the temple.
I'd really, really prefer
and they seem like a
not
sketchy group.
to
at best.
have some sort of mafia on me ass.
So the people who don't work for Jobel owe money to the people who don't like the 7 merchants.
No. So the Zentarum. I was given a brief history of the Zentarum, very brief. They've been here. So let me give you the history that I learned while I was at the temple. The merchants took over control of Chult about 10 years ago, from a ruling noble family that lived in Baldur's Gate, because the town was pretty much left on their own to do nothing, and rot. The merchants took over. Ever since the merchants took over, everything has been much better. They've been a lot more prosperous, due to the whatever the merchants have done, which I assume is divide up duties and responsibilities amongst themselves, which is how they probably make their money. They get a cut of everything, and it's all run by them. The Zentarum came in about the same time as the merchants, and they're, I guess you could say, a cult that is just causing trouble, and has been for the past 10 years.
Trouble for who?
The city, the whole city.
If it's any consolation, my vote is for Musharib. He'll do it on a promise.
He'll do it on a promise.
He'll do it on a promise. He'll waive his fee for our promise of assistance to take back Rakamar, their clan's ancestral forge.
Can I do a history check to try to
Promise
figure
is
out
free.
about that?
About what? About
Hawk,
Sharab?
Hawk, Mashurab's thing he wants to do. He wants to reclaim Hakamer.
Yep.
Crackhammer?
Yep.
The fire newts.
Yeah, you can make a history check on it on Hakramar.
Actually, can I make a history check on that one?
Since you're a
Absolutely. You both can.
dwarf.
Since I am a very old dwarf.
Okay, plus 6 on history checks.
And the jungle is his home, apparently.
You
Fair.
are both not sure what it is.
Okay, so this is very obscure in this case.
I mean, that's not bad.
If there's anything I trust, it's a dwarf.
But did we say, does Musharib work for... I'm going to guess he does not
Yes.
work for...
No, he does. Everyone except
Everyone
for
except
Oh,
for the
Okay.
2 cat people.
And the Salida, right? Salida doesn't work for him either.
I don't mind, but I would like to talk to this guy first about where this forge is before I make a promise to do so.
Yeah, I mean... It's not... Whatever.
I mean,
don't care.
can we just give him the 5 gold a day? I mean, because what if it only takes... Well, crud, no.
I mean, that could end up costing us.
Yeah, what if it takes, like, forever?
And I don't know about you all. I don't really care about gold, but I'm not exactly flush with it either. So,
I told you, lads, if we pick somebody that needs the gold, I can get it.
well, let's.
How
go-
long do you dwarves lived? This guy is not going to, like, fall over and die soon, is he?
Well, my grandpappy lived to 485 years old. My grandfather, I mean, my father was, well, he's probably in his 300s by now. Or, I don't know. We live a long time. We're a hearty dwarf sort. Aye.
They're like rocks. It's very hard to kill them off.
Mm,
Break them down.
he knows,
No, they're as tall as him, too, so...
right?
Wait, you're a tiefling.
I am a perfectly tall tiefling, thank you very much. They are average height.
Are they? I thought tieflings.
not like they're
What's
tiny.
average?
I'm like normal. I'm like, what am I, 5'5", 5'6", or something like that?
What do you mean
Or is it
normal?
rolled-
Half the
I-
races in this realm are 4 foot, 3 foot. What's normal
I'm
to
like
you?
human height.
Oh, humans are normal now, huh? Hmm.
It's a bit xenophobic there.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all enjoyed y'all's drink. I'm going to go down to Executioner's Row or whatever.
Why are you going to Executioner's Row? Are you gonna go execute somebody?
No. We
I
have
like
like
this one here.
4 hours until dinosaur races.
Oh, dinosaur races. What's that? I'd like to see that.
I think
In
dwarves
fact-
ride Triceratops. I don't know.
I like
Can
that.
I go to
like
Executioner's Row?
You can do anything you want.
I like this game.
that. I'm going to. So I'm going to talk to the barkeep. This is an inn as well, correct?
Yep,
This
this
is
is
an
one of
it.
the places we could stay.
All right,
Yep,
I'm going to go talk to the
absolutely.
barkeep about getting a room.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should. That's was another reason we came.
Okay, so we're still undecided on a thing,
Oh.
or we have decided.
Oh, wait, I have a thing.
Have a thing.
Congratulations.
Well, when it comes
No,
to
if
a
they
guide,
have a gladiator thing, we can stay for free if I do it, if I perform here.
right. But as for
have-
the guides, if we find a guide, or rather, tomorrow, we can look for a guide after we get the information from Grandpa.
Yeah,
Who's it? What?
noon. Noon we meet. I have to go back to the temple at noon.
We can decide on a guide then. For now, let's relax, have some ale, enjoy ourselves, get a little dancing.
Yeah, I'm going to Executioner's Row.
All right, well, I'm going upstairs.
Anyone want to come with me? No? No one cares that people are being killed just because for speaking. Nobody?
mean, it's
Nobody.
it's their laws.
Last, the law's the law.
Doesn't make it right.
Doesn't make it so you can change it.
Wow.
I mean,
You all.
just
You all
because
are horrible people.
just because a law is not right doesn't mean, it's our responsibility to fix it.
That's exactly what it means.
Last I checked, I was not a noble or a person of power to change it.
Barkeep.
And it's not affecting me at the moment, so
Yeah. What can I get you?
2 of the local, please.
The Tej?
Yep.
Perfect. That'll be 8 copper pieces.
I'll take one of those as well.
Ah, perfect.
Fill me up, lad.
You like that, huh?
I take one of the cups, start sipping it. I hold out the other one, and short round jumps down and starts drinking it.
I
What
kinda,
in the hell?
I kind of lean over to the barkeep and I
It's a short
kinda
round.
motion him
My
closer
chimpanzee,
to whisper.
little monkey.
I like this little monkey. Hello there, lad.
Rex.
I'm
You
sorry?
have
I
a
s- I
you
said-
have a monkey?
I kind of motion the
Yep, on my
barkeep
shoulder. You
closer
probably
to
just
me
noticed
so
it.
I can kind of like whisper to him. I say,
What can I do for you?
Is there any place where they are more into the occult or the necromantic?
The closest you'll get to that, he leans in. Zentarum. They kind of hold up in Malar's throat, which is the southern part of the city outside the walls.
Oh. So you want to come with me as I go to the southwest towards Executioner's Row?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll go that way.
So if you're gonna buy a room here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go quite upstairs yet. I've got a little bit of
Great.
business to
You
do
can
in
hold
this
all my stuff.
hustle bustle. But
If you're gonna buy one room at a place like this, it'll probably cost you I'd say probably 10 copper pieces a night or so silver.
I'll take a room as well, and I'm just gonna go put like my stuff in it that I don't need.
Perfect. 2 rooms.
Is there room? Can I have one too?
Yep, that's the last
You can
one.
share with the dwarf.
3
Of course,
rooms.
I can share with the
That's all I
dwarf.
have open. So he'll take your 3 silver pieces.
Oh, I don't want to math.
Just
Great.
take one. No, just
It's all in gold.
You turn 1 gold
Yeah.
into 10 silver.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
or 100 copper. That's what I did at the start. Just knocked it into 100.
I fucked all that up. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. We're good. I broke it into 10 silver and then broke 1 silver into 10 copper.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I should just turn
Alright.
it all into copper, but that's fine.
Barkeep, is there another inn in this area?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go there though. This is the best inn you'll get.
Didn't you just say you ran out of rooms?
Yeah, we're all booked up.
So yeah, I had no choice to go to the other inns. Do
Why don't you just sleep with one of them?
you guys mind?
Not them.
I was just saying, do you guys mind?
Oh.
I don't care. If you want to share with me, I get the bed. Just so you know.
If there's a couch, I'll take it.
It's not sure
No,
there's-
we don't got a couch. We got a cot.
You got
That works.
That works.
All right. I'll have one of my workers bring up the cot.
Thank you.
I'm assuming I have to split the cost. I'll give you half the
Yeah.
silver bet, half silver.
Yeah.
Well, 5 copper.
Okay, so.
All right, so we're going
90.
southwest.
You said 10 a night?
It is no.
One
It is
silver.
10 copper.
one silver piece a
So-
night.
10 copper, yeah.
Yep, 10 copper.
Okay.
So if you guys are all paid up, Fargrim, you're gonna hang back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs and get changed into my fancy clothes and put on my wig.
I like it.
I'm assuming they're going to go to those places. I'm gonna talk around the bar, see if I can get information about some of the people that were given us as guides, and see what their reputation is, if they have
Okay.
one. And I'm
Okay.
gonna also look to the marketplace, see if there's anything interesting for sale.
Sure, absolutely. What time
Okay,
do you guys
so-
want to end?
That's up to them. I'm an hour behind y'all, remember?
I mean, 11:30 is probably fine for me.
Why don't we
Alright.
finish what we're doing right now, and then at the end of this day we stop?
Mm,
Well, depending on how things go at the
yeah.
gladiators, it could.
Yeah, the dino
long time.
races.
The dinosaur race is going to take a while. So
So do you want to stop at the dinosaur race before we get to the dinosaur races?
I mean, we'll just
Yeah,
go till 11:30 and
that
see
works.
what.
Or do you want to go or do
Yeah,
you want to like
we'll go a little longer. And then I'll just cut it off at a good point. Okay, so you guys kind of head through the market ward. You see various shops as you go through. And you make your way up to a gate in the southwestern part of the wall with guards stationed at it. They go.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Do I know what they are yet? Like
What is
their abilities, their class? Eh.
of the guards?
No, of Ryder, Indiana, and Fargrim.
Not unless you guys talked about it. Which
Hang on one second.
Here's what I know about our classes so far.
I mean,
We
you guys.
have
Hello? Okay.
the drunken monk.
No, you guys have not shared any details, at least that I've heard, that indicate classes. So you wouldn't necessarily know. You can ask by all means, like what. I mean, you
look
can't
at our
ask if.
equipment too.
What is your class? No.
Yeah, I mean, you could go based on what they're wearing and guess, or you can.
I have
say,
no idea what they're wearing. They didn't describe what they're wearing.
Sorry,
Oh.
I just have on light leather armor. I have on light leather armor. You can see I've got a dagger on one hip, a spear across my back, and a light crossbow also slung across my back with a quarrel or a thing with quarrels in it. Yeah. And then that's really all. But you don't see me really playing with my weapons and stuff much. I don't really take them out.
You just
I
haul
have
'em
a
around.
I have a whip on one side, a hand crossbow on the other, and that's all you can see really. I'm wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah, you kind of give yourself away with your name
If anyone
and the
doesn't know,
monkey on your shoulder.
just picture fucking Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, and you got it.
With a pet monkey.
Oh, by the way, Guy won because he bought that hat specifically for this.
I was this close to making horns, just so everybody knows.
Oh, that would have been fantastic.
You should have.
I've been
Maybe
growing
I
the
might
beard.
still.
I've been growing a beard for 6 years for this.
So what weapons are you carrying for Fargrim? That's
So when you saw
Obvious.
me, I had some like chainmail kind of set over top of boiled leather, some shoddy looking pants, a big fat belt that holds like a handheld mace, a one-handed mace on one hip, a hand axe on the other hip, and then a big fat crest shield setting on my back.
okay. I think I know what you are, but I'm not gonna say it. Well, my character wouldn't know because I only know she casted spells earlier. Don't really know enough about anyone else though. What are you carrying weapon wise, Audrey?
I am pretty much head to toe in what black leather, but I have a. Just,
Is it
I just
dominatrix?
a little boy smile.
I didn't say black velvet. I have a breastplate.
Yeah, you do.
I have a shield. I have a scimitar, and I have a wide black leather belt with a dagger.
There's a
um,
falchion.
No, I do not have a falchion on it. I have a scimitar.
All right, Drizzt. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I have a. That's why I have a specific purpose for asking that. In a second.
So yeah, so you guys
Continue on with your guards. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Good to know. So you guys come up to the gate. It leads. You can kind of see through. It technically does leave the main walls. I'm pinging right here the gate you guys are at. You notice that this is
One second,
leaving the
I can't
main
see
walls
this.
of the
Yeah.
city.
Ping again.
Yep, right there.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the gate that you're at, and you notice you're not behind the safety of these big walls. However, there is still some structures outside. So the guards are very good at spotting people in the city. Most of the people here are very dark skinned, and you guys stick out like a sore thumb. So they kind of put their spears, making a cross, and say, "Sure, you want to go outside."
Yep. I'm good.
Yes.
Okay. They open their spears, let you go right through. So you guys stumble into the old city of Port Nine Zaro. So you see 3 ancient vine-covered ziggurat towers above this crumbling ruin of a ward. The whole district is a combination of ancient and decaying, but still occupied stone structures. Flimsy new huts built up into them, made of thatch, long houses, bamboo, thatch roofs. You can tell this is one of the poor districts in the city. So as you walk in, the center of the old city splits around a rectangular stone-lined pit that is 15 feet deep, 50 feet wide, and 200 feet long. It's just a giant pit. You can actually see it on the map.
Is it that thing right there?
Yes, sir.
Can you give me
That-
those dimensions again?
Absolutely. It is 15 feet deep, 50 feet wide, and it's
50.
200 feet long.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Actually, un momento. So you approach it, and this is what you see.
What?
So you see guards stationed around this pit. You see stone pillars on the inside of it, so what the gray is. The sandy pit at the bottom. There's guards stationed along it. Just a quick little overview of it. This is Executioner's Row.
Are you happy? We're here.
Currently, right now, there's nothing going on right this second. Just guards stationed around it.
Okay.
Can I ask what your intent is here?
I'm merely looking. Just checking it out, seeing what's going on. Gathering information. You like books that contain information, right?
I do. On specific
This
things.
is the real world where I'm gathering information.
Okay.
All right. That's it.
Gather away.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. You guys gonna hang out, leave?
We can continue on to his Zentarum.
Okay. So
Um,
so as you guys go to leave the old city, you're stopped by a female human Her name is Kalahu, which is K apostrophe LAA. And she pretty much comes up, approaches you both, and she says, "Look," she goes, "I need some help. Don't know if you guys are available or are willing to give me a hand, but I could really use some help right now."
What do you need?
So she says, "Look, there are bets made on Executioner's Row. I am a bookie who takes these bets. And someone stiffed me on the most recent run, and I need some muscle or some help to get what I'm owed."
I'm sorry. Did you just say you take bets on
Mhm.
people's lives
Is
and you're
Oh yeah.
upset
Oh yeah. I got
because
stiffed.
someone stiffed you on it?
Yep. I'm owed 500 gold pieces.
is that legal to bet on Executioner's Row?
Oh, it's legal to bet on anything around here.
Interesting.
Perfect.
What? What? So
Okay, if
someone
you help
stiffed
me, I'll give you 10% of whatever you can collect to a maximum of 500 gold pieces, which is what I'm actually owed.
Help you.
Mhm.
So you can continue to profit from people
I mean,
dying.
if it's legal.
I mean, some don't die.
What kind of people usually get thrown into Executioner's Row?
Oh, you're new to the city. Come on, come with me. So she walks you up to the edge of the edge of the pit. Guard looks a little hesitant, but you can tell the guard knows her, and lets her approach. You look down, see a combination of blood, sand, stone pillars,
Semen.
scrapes along the sides of the stone. She goes, "This is Executioner's Row." She goes, she goes to explain to you guys how, um, if you're a criminal, convicted as a criminal, you get thrown in the pit. If you
For
make it to the others,
any crime? All
most crimes
criminals?
end up in the pit, unless it's really, really bad. Most crimes end up in the pit. So what happens is, you get thrown in at one end, you make it to the other end and climb out, you're free to go.
Wh-
Charges are dropped.
What kind
What's
of
in the
thing?
pit with you?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the
Huh.
day. And you bet
But my
on
favorite
this?
are the velociraptors.
The dino-
So that means people have a fair shot at getting out.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen plenty of people climb that white rope, and you look over and the rope is about covered in blood halfway up. Well, mostly white rope.
I mean, that seems pretty fair.
and
I'm just a bookie. People come to me with their bets. I take them.
All I can say is I know we're going to end up in here sooner or later. But my character is not here, I'm pretty sure, right?
No.
Unless you follow those two, it's just the two of them.
So
Okay,
who,
making sure.
who owes you?
so I'm guessing Ryder can feel me getting angry, and my tail is twitching by this point in time.
So who owes you?
Well, he's a gladiator named Tabin. He's
Kevin!
refusing to pay. Tabin.
Oh,
He's a gladiator who fights in the arenas. He owes me 500 gold pieces.
And where could we find him?
Either the gladiatorial pits or shows up here a lot of the time too.
He shows up in the pit himself, or
Not
he
in the
shows
pit.
up to watch.
He shows up to watch.
I mean, I'm sure gladiators like to watch other people that aren't themselves get killed.
No, we
Not
don't.
not all of them get killed.
Oh, that's true. Some live.
I've seen plenty of people make it out of Executioner's Row.
I mean, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, right?
At least it's a fair shot. If you do something really bad, they'll just take your head.
What's
Most
considered
crime.
a crime?
What
here,
are
like,
these crimes?
just so I know what not to do.
I mean, if you attack a merchant prince, they'll kill you on the spot.
It's fair.
Pretty much.
Anybody else? Or is it
Yeah.
just the merchant princes?
I mean, if you go up to a priest and kill a priest in cold blood, they'll kill you.
What about other citizens? Like if I don't know, decided
I
to
mean-
kill you
I mean,
right
murder
now.
is pretty bad. I wouldn't-
Well, murder is illegal. However, there is a merchant prince that you can buy sanctions for.
You can
and
buy
they-
sanctions to murder
kill
someone.
Mm-hmm. If they're
Right.
deserving of it,
And who determines if they're deserving of it or not?
the merchant prince, Jessamine.
Jessamine.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that sounds reasonable.
Right. Completely reasonable.
The foundation of any society is law and order.
Dun dun.
I have no idea what's going on in the rest of this house, but it involves laser guns.
So, so we just go to this guy and get your money, and
Well, I'll escort you. We'll find him. I know a couple places he goes, and I need help collecting on a debt. He's a gladiator. He's strong. He's stronger than me, and I just need help confronting him on the money that I'm owed.
And we scream out strong.
I mean, you're better than these commoners, and she kind of points around and you see the commoners in the poor cities who look just weak and worn down. And she pretty much goes on to say, you look capable.
could be a quick 50 gold.
I mean,
Mhm.
if he only has 200 gold on him, you get 10% of that. You get 10% of whatever the take is, but he owes me 500 gold pieces.
Mhm.
Um,
Lead the way.
Perfect. Thank you. So, so Klahu and you guys, you leave the old city. Here, I can back. Port 90. So you guys leave the old city here, and you start heading down, back towards the way you came.
You gotta bring us back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot that it's two separate things. There we go. So you guys start heading south, down this path, and she brings you guys over to the the Grand Coliseum, they call it, which is about right here. This is pretty much a gladiator pit, for the most part. It's not always in use. It's kind of like think of like a stadium in a city. It's kind of like the main entertainment hub. It's not necessarily fighting all the time. They have they do celebrations there and dances and things with dinosaurs there that isn't the races. It's kind of like their main entertainment section of the city called the Grand Coliseum. So as you approach it, it's a stone arena, known for the gladiatorial games, but the gladiatorial games here are usually non-lethal, besides for accidents. It's really just an entertainment hub. They have some animal fights here, circuses. So as you approach, you see statues, gladiators. Yeah, and then pretty much you walk in, and you see some of the non-lethal gladiators sparring, training on their own. So she points over to one of the gladiators and says, "That's Tabin, right over there."
Oh, Lita, well, are you coming with us, or do you just want us to go up to him and tell him he owes you money?
No, I'm just pointing them out to you.
All right.
We'll go over.
That's-
Um, So pretty much she heads over. She goes, Tabin. And he turns around and goes, yeah. He goes, you owe me 500 gold pieces. He goes, Puh, I don't owe you nothing. So turns around and starts training again. And that's when she kind of looks at you guys and nods her head over.
Do you want me to take this one, or?
How do we know her debt is real?
I mean, she's a bookie. Bookies don't generally go after people that don't owe them money. That would be a pretty
The
poor
city's
business model.
strange. I mean, I don't know, weird things happen. All right,
You're
well,
a gladiator. You were a you said you were a gladiator.
am I?
You said it. I believe you
Oh,
inferred. Did
What, like we're gonna have a gladiator bond?
no? Did people bet on you?
Yeah, a few times.
Right. So, I mean, this shouldn't be like a shocking practice.
Fine.
Let's go. Let's just get his money so we can get our money. We need it.
Tabin.
Hmm.
Tabin.
Oh, mighty gladiator.
What's up, you pretty little thing?
Oh, thanks.
Seriously.
Oh, her, not me.
Not you, girl.
Kalahu says you owe her money.
What if I do?
Give it to her.
No, I don't think.
Persuasive.
Oh, persuasive.
Aren't you gladiators like bound by honor or something? Like, isn't that a thing?
He spits at the ground towards you.
Obviously, you're not persuasive.
I guess not.
Tabin, come on, dude. Give her the money. That's,
Hmm.
I mean, honor your debt.
Make a persuasion check.
I should probably keep that thing up, shouldn't I?
Yes.
You can just detach it from that screen and move it off to another area.
Yeah, if you open your character screen, hit the little squares in the top left corner, and you can
While
move
you're
it
doing
off.
that,
Oh.
I just kind of look back at Kalahu and I say, "Hey, do I get in trouble if I'm collecting on your behalf and I just happen to like fire a crossbow bolt into this guy's leg?"
Nope, he owes me money. Place the bet, and then she unrolls a contract, that she shows you.
And
Signs
I also make
Tabin
sure to say
bottom.
that loud enough that he can.
It's
hear
up 24.
Ooh. He goes, okay, I'll tell you what. Fight me for it.
Why do you want me to fight you?
You want me to pay her? Fight me. If
You
you
should
win,
pay her because you owe her the money.
you win, I'll pay happily.
This just got interesting.
Out of curiosity, where is the inn that I'm at?
Where's the what?
Un momento.
You're
I'm
up
on a
north, I
green
think,
at
right?
the moment. Okay. The inn. So they are where they are.
Yeah.
So your inn is down around here.
Okay, in that general location. Okay.
Yep. In this market ward section right here is where you guys is at. So they're
I
up
just
a
wanted
little.
a general idea. That's all.
No, absolutely. Good to know. So want to fight me for it?
Can I surprise attack?
I mean, he's standing there talking to you.
But can I just like
I would say no.
not wait?
He's got his weapons. I mean, if you go to charge him,
Okay, what if like
if you charge attack him, I'll let you get an attack in before you roll initiative.
But
I don't know if that's considered a surprise attack though.
as they're kind of standing there, like eye fucking each other about this whole thing,
I was like, why can't he come up behind him and attack him or something?
That would be a surprise
I kind of hold out my hand, and this like purple and black electricity kind of starts passing back and forth between my fingertips, and I just kind of go, "Are you sure you really want to fight for that money?"
He goes, okay. I'll give you 100 gold pieces. Call the debt settled. Or give her 100 gold pieces.
No.
I look back at Kalahu, and that's up to you. I don't.
She goes, no.
The debt's for 500.
He readies his shield, smacks it. And that's what we're ending tonight.